Oh my God. They're living it out there, bro. You could Uber eat some weed to the spot. Now, I don't smoke, but I've always just thought, like, yo, I've always thought one of the reasons I never smoked, especially in the United States, all the niggas who sold weed always look like niggas who you shouldn't eat from. You feel me? Like if they had half a sandwich left and they'd be like, yo, you want it? You'd be like, nah, I'm good, bro. You got it. Even if you were dying of hunger, bro. So one of my issues of like, even dealing with niggas who were selling shit, most of these niggas literally didn't look like they were people you should be not only eating from, much less taking a fucking pill or some type of substance from. Looking at some of these niggas that got dirt under their fingernails, they breath stink. I'm like, yo, these niggas look like they look down bad. Like, bro, me, I'm mad picky on who I eat from. Like, nigga, I don't care if it's a girlfriend. I only really eat from my family. So like, if say I meet your mama or some shit, right? Say you my homie, I met your mama. I gotta watch your mama prepare a meal for me to ever eat from her. I don't eat from nobody if I ain't see the food preparation process. Some of these motherfuckers dipping their fingers in the food, tasting it mid shit. Feel me? Some of these niggas biting the shit, put it back in the fucking frying pan. Some of these niggas doing some real disgusting shit, man. So like me, I'm really particular when it comes to that. So I always looked at like, yo, drugs. I'm like, yo, at least you have the FDA that be like, yo, bro, y'all got roaches in the back. Y'all can't keep selling motherfucking fried chicken. It's over. These niggas who's selling drugs, my nigga, there's no stipulations for them. Feel me? That somebody said, now act, you know that's cap. What you mean? Bro, I never trust drug dealers, bro. You always told people I would have tried mad more drugs if you could buy it on some standard shit at CVS. Yo, I would have, I've never done a Xan. I would try Xans as long as I wasn't getting it from a third party's hand. If I could go to a pharmacy like CVS and be like, yo, I want to buy some Xans, and they'd give me some pure shit, I'll take it. I'll probably do Xans. If I could do that with like Molly, maybe I'll do it too. Yeah, I'll probably do it too. I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably do much more drugs. But bro, I can't trust niggas, bro. These niggas broke as hell. They putting fentanyl, they putting anything in these motherfucking drugs they sell you. I'm good. You got all your drugs off the dark web. Gunna's lawyer, I'll bring it up on screen real quick. Gunna's lawyer has applied for a fourth bond. They believe that the prosecutor, so here's go. More info. Breaking, Gunna's legal team has filed for a new motion for bond. This is the fourth time his attorneys have called on the judge to set a reasonable bond. More info, Gunna's defense claims prosecutors have made proffers at hearings that turned out to be false or misleading, according to the motion. This is the defense right here. Despite evidence and proffers offered by the defense that demonstrate beyond question that the prosecutor's tentative proffers and predictions are inaccurate, the court has repeatedly denied bond with no finding of fact relating to why the state's evidence upon blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right. This is going to be denied again, I can tell. I'm still waiting on see if I'm still waiting on, where's Wack at? What the fuck? I'm trying to get him on here. Anyway, I'm going to tell you why this is going to be denied. So the reason why they did a third bond hearing, they said, yo, Gunna was in the re-indictment. So there was a superseding indictment, which basically is re-indictment. And they said Gunna was not accused of anything that had anything to do with anything violent. So they're like, why wouldn't you let him out on bond? You know what I mean? If he isn't a flight risk, if he's not a danger to the community, which they usually use your criminal history and what you've done in the case to say you're a threat to the whatever, why wouldn't you do that? Basically, the prosecutor said, well, there are people getting death threats, right? Which is the snitches. Now, granted, the prosecutor kind of flaked a little bit on the fact that when Gunna At first, it was like, yo, there was a nurse trying to bring Gunna coke into the shit, which they never really showed proof of, but they just said it. But now they're just saying, oh, well, the snitches are getting threatened, and we think Gunna might, be connected, or he might know some people who might be in his interest that want those people to be not around, and that's why they're doing it. Here's the reason why I think this is going to be denied again. When it comes to bond, bond isn't a litigated thing. It's all about discretion. So, for example, what the defense is saying here is, despite evidence and proffers by the defense that demonstrate beyond question that the prosecutor's tentative proffers are inaccurate, the court has repeatedly denied bond. It's all up to the judge. If the judge still finds, and I forgot the Ayala effect or whatever they keep saying, if the judge on discretion say, yeah, we're going to deny you bond, that's just what it is. They could go to a higher court. None of this says they're going to a higher court. If they go to a higher court, they could overrule the court that's telling Gunna no 3 times. The person who told him no, if he's getting, he's getting motion for a 4th hearing, he's going to look at Gunna and be like, bro, you're not telling me nothing the same. Like, why would I change my opinion? That means I would just admit that I'm being biased. You get what I mean? Essentially, here's the thing about bond. Say Gunna's people have nothing to do with the snitches getting threats. They don't have to prove it in court. They just have to give a good enough legal stance that the judge agrees with them. That's the only thing they got to do to deny bond. Remember, he's not getting found guilty. When it comes to bond is different than found guilty. You just have to convince the judge. You don't have to have beyond reasonable doubt. If it was beyond reasonable doubt, Gunna's lawyer could be like, yo, we want to see the proof that the snitches are being threatened. You know what the prosecutor's going to say? We're not giving you fucking evidence that the snitches are being threatened, because the snitches are needed to convict you. So why would we give you the snitches' names and what happened to them to help you try to get bond when we're trying to protect the snitches that you could go to jail for a long time? So essentially, he's not going anywhere. Hold on. My dog's barking a lot, so I'm about to have to